All right, good afternoon, who that? Welcome to the WD and Chat Long podcast. It's the host CB here with WD Uptown. Y'all, we just got our ass handed to us today. So I know y'all in a pissed off mood right now.
Yeah, I mean, uh, I first thing I'm not gonna go into the game right now. I'm just gonna say I really do hate week two games, man. I don't know what it is about week two, but week two it seemed like for the past few years we've always had a game like this. The team played horrible, and you're gonna get into that.
Um, there's some other stuff I want to get into, but I'm gonna let you get. We're gonna get into the nuts and bolts first, bro.
Okay. As you guys know, I just got back from the Panthers game. I was out there at Bank of America. It was definitely, an embarrassing feeling to be out there. Especially you're not used to hearing Panther fans chill like that because they team ain't really been knocking like that. But it's early in the season, but we still got a lot to get to. There's a lot I seen out there that didn't have anything to do with coaches being out, etc. So shout out to everyone that's tuned in. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I guess we can start on the offensive side, offensively. We can start
Say,
off front with that offensive line because that was the driving force of the game, in my opinion. So let's
if
start
you,
up front.
if you really want to keep it real, bro, you know what I'm saying. Offensively, we did nothing. You understand? Absolutely nothing. There ain't nothing really noteworthy to take from this game, to be honest with you. The offensive line played horrible, and I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be 100 with you, right? I expected that. For people who are diehard Saints fans, have been a Saints fan, about as long as me. There was a famous sportscaster that used to be on WWL who passed away quite some years ago by the name of Buddy Delberto, Buddy D. Buddy D once said, whenever a team loses they starting center, they struggle the next week. And I'll be damned if what he said wasn't true. And what he said has reigned true for many years now, including when the time when he was alive and after the years that he's been deceased. Um, Once you lose that center, man, losing the center ain't good. It ain't never been good. Regardless if you have a guy that you can replace who has experience like, at center, like Cesar Ruiz. But um, I have to say, bro, I never thought I'd really say this, right? But uh, McCoy is our best option at center, period. You understand? This ain't really no knock on, ain't really no knock on Cesar on Ruiz. But I think that there's maybe some things that McCoy knows about the position as a pro that Ruiz haven't figured out yet. Um, that offensive line looked horrible today, man. I can't count how many times people came unblocked.
Yeah,
You
and
know
it
what I'm
was
saying?
it was big names like guys. You would think Brian Burns is the first priority. I don't know what was going on. This is the worst pass blocking I've seen from the Saints since probably week two of the Rams game in 2019.
Yes.
Horrendous.
Horrendous. Awful. They couldn't block worth the damn either when it came to the running game either.
Yeah.
You understand? I don't just horrible, man. You understand what I'm saying? Just horrible. But that is also a microcosm of some other stuff. But I talk about that later after we get the nuts and bolts out of the way. You understand? And to I don't know, CB. What more can we say about the offense, bro? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that conversation cannot be lengthy tonight. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah, but it gotta.
it can be lengthy, but about
Yeah,
the bad.
no, the well, I want to say, well, obviously the offensive line was the trust that was anybody could see that couldn't get no play actions off. Um, we get to Jameis in a minute, but I want to get to this receiving core.
Mm.
The play
Now,
calling was awful.
huh?
The play calling was awful too. Sean Payton
Yeah,
called awful every day.
I mean, yeah, you could say that, but the receivers wasn't getting no kind of separation either. And if you wanna be honest, really it's been 2 weeks. I mean, Deontay got off on the bit play. We only had one bit play in the past 2 games. That Deontay pass and who else been getting off kind of like that? Marquez he been quiet for 2 weeks. I mean, he young and stuff, but the vibe, the
You
spark that
know
he
what?
had, we hadn't seen that, these 2 games. But the receiver position, it could be, starting to show itself when it come up against some decent corners.
Well, you
And
know what?
honestly,
Yeah,
week
and
one, well,
not
I just want to say this right quick. Week one, we wasn't able to see the receivers like that because our defense was, giving so much hell. I mean, James did have to throw it
the
like that, so
defensive
we
front.
weren't able to see was our receivers able to eat like that. Like I said, Deontay got off, but now when it comes to us needing our receivers to get open on some plays, and like I said, the offensive line didn't help that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But we weren't able to, see that. You know,
And I hate to like make it like who played words or whatever. I don't. I really do not like to do that. But considering the fact that Jameis had cats coming virtually unblocked all day, you understand? I'm not going to be so critical of the receiving, core because let's be for real. Jameis had no time all day. All day, he had no time.
Right.
So we don't know. So how is it fair to then evaluate if he don't have the time necessary? You understand? And now I can take a guy being blocked, somebody maybe even out physical, our old lineman, man. But to have it where people was just coming unblocked all day,
Mm-hmm.
I can't stomach that, and I can't really criticize the receivers for that. You understand? I mean, the quarterback needs some time. Receivers need to develop routes. That takes time. But all of that is predicated on the performance of the offensive line.
Yeah. Yeah, he really didn't have any time at all, really.
So
I don't want
I'm
to.
not so willing to throw our wide receiving core underneath the bus yet.
I don't want to. I mean, well, I had a lot to say about the receiver or going into the season, but CV, I know you was out there. You saw the field. Was it really that bad? What you saw as far as
Yeah,
lack of separation?
yeah. Was
oh
it?
yeah, now they would say, I mean, but
CV,
like
we
I
can't hear
said,
you, CV.
you know what, play hand in hand, because the offensive line didn't, contribute to it either, as far as getting open. But it was a few plays where Jameis had a little time to get something off, and it just wasn't nothing open. Which, I criticized Jameis for not. It was some plays where he had a little time, he could have just took off with his feet.
And
But
I
I
want
just
y'all to know something, man. Don't get the MOD wrong tonight, okay? Right? I think too, bro. Like sometimes, bro, things can catch up to you, and this is what I mean by that, right? We evacuated during Hurricane Ida. We have 6 coaches missing during COVID. We miss 3 key players on defense and a major key player on offense, which is our center.
Oh yeah,
It was just bound. I felt like all that was just bound to catch up to us.
yeah. You say catching up to us, but really, all of it in one time. You got guys like Zach Bond. I mean, we gonna go to the defense, but you got guys like Zach Bond and other players who haven't even like really played a down too much as far as a regular season game go. I mean, they had a guy named number 70 for the Saints. It's like just guys that haven't really jailed too much, and even if they were solid depth, just not having the coaches out there, bro. The circumstances was very hard to overcome in this game. I feel like.
I feel like it was too, bro. And I don't really want to make that an excuse because then people would say, well, then you didn't make an excuse, on week one. But
But look, I mean, look, I don't. Me personally, I don't give a goddamn what anybody got to say. Fuck what they saying. I'm just saying, like, that's like really that's the reality. Okay, we didn't.
it
We,
is.
we had our we had our coaches week one. So what excuses? We didn't have injuries like that in week one.
No, we didn't.
So I
And we
don't
had our coaches too.
I don't care what anybody got to say. I'm gonna just speak the truth. We gonna speak the truth here.
Yeah, this is the truth, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to bring up, what the pundits might would say. You understand what I'm saying? Just
True.
just
But
bring it up. You know what I'm saying? But
it still didn't have to play out this bad.
No, it
It
didn't.
it
It
didn't
didn't.
have to be this because the offensive line.
Right.
I mean, no, Teron them was getting, they was getting done up too a little bit. I mean, so it wasn't just, interior pressure.
Yeah.
Cats was coming from the edge.
I
So
mean, even Kamara, they had, Kamara usually he'll break tackles. They was on him today, bro. Couldn't do much.
yeah, but they was on him, bro, because that excuse me, that goes into another issue, bro. You understand? Because the fact they really was on him, man, because I didn't like the way that Payton used Kamara today.
Mm, I can definitely see what you mean. Go ahead.
I did not like the way Kamara was used today. That's the reason why I like, it was so predictable, bro, because in the past, we have really beat them and hammered on them with Kamara on the edge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean those outside runs, bro, versus Brian Burns. Come on, man.
Yeah. And
What
like,
are they doing?
and then today we're gonna try to do the same thing that we was doing. And I know that they was prepared for that. And oftentimes, right, he was doing it when he didn't really need to do it. Like that play when we was down there, in the goal line when we was threatening them, man, in the Reds. We eventually scored on that play, but we made it harder than what it should have been, bro. He should never been throwing no pitch, no outside pitch, man, to Camaro. You understand? Just run the ball right in the inside, man. Power them right in the inside.
Yeah.
I think he was just doing a little bit too much today with that.
I mean, when you say running in the inside, you think he probably was afraid because of the center problem?
Man, look, scared money don't make none.
Yeah, you're right.
You understand what I'm saying? Scared money don't make none, bro. You understand? We got to play to win, bro. You can't play to worry about what's going on. How we know, bro. For all we know, McCoy may never come back this season. You understand?
but when
You can't look at it like that.
yeah, but I think well, me myself, I think I overlooked the defense a little bit. I think I overlooked their defense a little bit. Now they done got better,
Yeah, their
in my
defense is
opinion.
definitely good. Yeah, their
Yeah, they
defense is
they done
definitely good.
improved from last season. And then we didn't. Well, we'll get on that side, but yeah, that defense has improved from last year. I say that much.
Yeah, they have. And I don't know if I'll wait till we get on the defense. I'll wait till we talk.
Yeah, as far as Jameis go, man, he just knows the decision making, man. He got to stop throwing those balls to I understand, you get pressured, but the thing about it is, man, sometimes you have to take a sack, and sometimes you just got to run out the pocket to just throw it away. But
Yeah.
you can't just be throwing it into open DBs, man. Like that's what that was the bad about James, man. He just gotta stop doing it.
And today he looked just like he looked, man. Oftentimes, man, I'm just, I'm like, now all those questions and stuff about him arises again now.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? And legitimately so. Because, like, the decision making and stuff he was making today, bro, was shaky, man. Very, very shaky. Poor decision making today. Especially that last interception he threw.
Well, yeah, I left the stadium before that last pick. Because I
Oh
was
man.
trying to beat traffic. Honestly, yeah. We after they scored, after they scored and went up 23-7, that's when I bounced. But yeah, the pick before halftime, I mean, we could have got 3 on that. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that was a poor decision that he made right there. He just chunked it up, into coverage. Right there, we could have got 3, went in the half, built momentum off of that, but we went in the halftime off of a Jameis interception.
Yeah.
We could have had some momentum coming out from halftime. Would have been 3-17, and then we could have scored. That would have been 10-17.
We'll
We
talk. We'll
in the
talk
bowl
about.
game.
We gonna get into momentum, bro, later, bro.
I
Yeah,
already know. I already know where you going with that, Uptown.
we gonna get all into that later. You heard me?
So,
I,
so
I,
far
but,
as
uh,
them question
I want
marks,
us, but I want us to get our stuff out, man. Our regular stuff out first before I go there.
Yeah. So
before us the question marks on Jameis, I mean, I know that first pick. I mean, something like that. That's you gonna cause, question marks. And like I said, now the line didn't help him at all either. But if you
Yeah,
know the line ain't helping you out, don't try to force nothing. Just, I mean, he could have threw it away right there. But that, in my opinion, that could have been a possible momentum change coming out from halftime.
I much rather him take a sack, man, than to do
Yep.
what he did today. I much rather him take a sack than to turn the ball over
yep.
any day. Just take the sack, man. You understand? And we'll live to fight another day. Who knows? You got players around you. You see, I don't know, man, what's gonna break him of that in his head. It looked like he still got some of that, some of that DNA in him. You got to realize, man, you got players around you. So what is third and long? You got an Alvin Kamara on your team. You can get him the ball or something, he can break it, man. We got all the players on the team that can do whatever, man, that can get us a first down or whatever. Stop trying to feel like you got to do everything by your damn self, bro. You understand? Take the sack or whatever, throw the ball away. We live to die another play.
Right. So that, I mean, that's pretty much.
Somebody need to get back. I think somebody need to be in his face about that tonight.
Which Sean was giving it to him on the sideline. And I seen that he was giving it to him, but I know it was a few plays where he had a little time, nothing was open, and he was trying to wait till something get open. He should have just took off and got some yards. If the
We
coverage
just
was
take
that
off,
good,
man. But CB, when he do that though, CB, he need to either take off and get some yards, but whatever he needs to do, he need to make that decision fast.
right? Yep. Far as the run game, I mean, basically it wasn't there today. AK couldn't get nothing going.
If we want to keep it real, bro, the run game ain't been none of the past 2 games, bro. Let's keep it real, bro. You understand what I'm saying? At Kamara ended up with 87 yards, but I seen where a lot of yards was left out on the field. You know,
I mean, well, when you say it like that, week 1, I mean, it's just that they didn't run the ball, but it's not like they couldn't have their first game. This game is definitely different.
yeah. But it haven't looked, we haven't had no signature running game, quote unquote, so far. And I know it's early in the season. You understand what I'm saying? I know that. I'm not getting too far ahead of it. But for all the dominating that we did on Green Bay, You know, I just thought that we would have, had more yards on the ground myself then. You know, but it is what it is, bro. Them boys gonna have to get back into the lab, man.
Yeah, I mean, we done beat them what the past 4 or 5 matchups out of 11 matchups. This is their third win. So I mean, at some point, this is
If you
division,
beat
but
them
it's
the last,
how you losing.
yeah, we beat them the last nine games out of the last 9 out of 10, I think we beat them.
Yeah, the last 9 out of 11, but this the 11th game, and this was the third win. So I mean, at some point, it's a division. It's gonna happen, but it shouldn't have went down like this. That's the thing. It's how it went down. It ain't necessarily the loss.
But there's
If it would
variables,
have
man.
happened,
I hate to sound like it's make excuses. I really do, brother. I really do. But there's variables to surrounding this today. You understand? You know, what if Ryan Nielsen was on the field or something? You understand? Like, yeah, key coach. I think our wide receiving coach was even in the COVID
yeah, he was out.
call. You understand what I'm saying? There's some variables, associated with this loss today. And I'm not making any excuses, not making not one excuse, because I think even though we probably should have played better than what we played, but they are some variables, involved with this game. And I also want to say that that some variables may even be associated, man. There's probably even some remnants and stuff behind, the inconvenience that we had from Hurricane Ida. I think all this caught up to us today, bro. I think it caught up to us today. And then, a certain aspect of the game didn't make it any better. We'll talk about that later.
I guess we can get into defense, right? I mean,
Yeah, we can do that, bro.
I mean, look, the defense, even DeMario, this is one of DeMario's rare, his rare bad games. But really, I love DeMario. He can't run with McCaffrey though. Like, really miss Quan out there. Zach Bond, Lord have mercy, Zach Bond.
Oh boy.
Yeah, see,
Oh boy.
and I thought he could do something, man, at that will spot, man. I don't know. He was getting. I don't want to say exposed, but he was getting his lunch money taken.
Man, he kind of reminded me of the way Michael Parsons looked week 1 with Dallas.
Now, I mean, yes,
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Zach Bourne looked lost today, bro. He did,
yeah,
man. I don't know if you saw that WD.
No, what you think I'm talking about?
Understand? But the reason why I say that because you got that eye. That's why I asked you that. I mean, that is ridiculous, man. I mean, Wody looked lost. You understand?
I just honestly, I'm gonna just make it simple. It felt like he just couldn't cover. He just couldn't cover those. Dan Arnold was on. I think he got beat by who? I mean, I think he beat Kaden Ellis. Zach Bond on McCaffrey, nada. When it's all said and done, bro, we really needed Quan, and we was looking for our rookie to, step up, but he's hurt. Like really, Pete wanted we wanted a guy that can run with somebody like McCaffrey, but he's not even on the field.
No, he's not.
yeah. And besides McCaffrey, I mean, McCaffrey, a all-pro player. He was giving DeMario a little bit. It wasn't as bad as Bond, but Bond was getting beat. He was getting beat with against others than McCaffrey. It just wasn't McCaffrey beating him.
No, it wasn't. He got beat by Dan Arnold too.
Yeah, Dan Arnold got off on him. So
Dan Arnold did, and then like that first touchdown that they scored, that was because Marcus Williams, failed to do what he was supposed to do. And I'm just tripping off from him, I'm like, I was really that play there really annoyed the hell out of me. You understand what I'm saying? And I know people say I'm always picking on him, right? But I expect better from him. He just blew the coverage.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, if some of you get out physical, somebody make a great catch on you or whatever, I can live with that. But I can't live with the fact that you just blew the coverage, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And we had it. We had the right. Everybody else did their job. That just goes to show you, man. You know that how football is. You understand? Everybody must do their job in order for to be successful on any given play. You know that's I can't. That's those mental. I can't take mental errors. You understand what I'm saying? Mental errors is something that always have frustrated.
Man, no pressure, lack of pressure. I mean, Payton Turner, he had a exceptional game in the second half. I thought that was one of the bright spots. Debo, he kind
Yeah.
of stepped up in the second half after looking pretty bad versus DJ Moore in the first half. But other than that, I mean, no pressure, man. Cameron Jordan, he probably got like a good pressure, but he didn't finish. Um, yeah, like you said, Uptown, basically everything caught up as far as Davenport not being out there. No interior pressure. I mean, that's one thing I was worried about. As far as run defense, they were still solid, but just no
Hmm.
interior pressure.
What really disturbed me too about this, bro, was that like we seen Punk ass Panther offensive linemen just rolling out of there. And then one they was getting injured, man. At least about three of them got injured.
Yeah.
You know, and we still wasn't getting the necessary pressure and stuff that we needed to get on Sam Darnold. You understand? That was like, because I'm feeling like this, right? Okay, so we missing a few cats. Now they missing a few cats. It's starting to even out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But still in all, it was the same thing, throughout the course of the game. And also, right, people, and I try to emphasize, this free agent signing. People, it went way under the radar. But we didn't even have Tano out there.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, we was just caught up, man, in a really, really, really bad position today. And to be quite honest with you, right, had we won that game today, I think I probably would still be feeling a little bit like I'm feeling now. You
Well,
understand?
yeah.
You know, only because the only reason why I say that WD is because it's like it would have felt like more like a band-aid. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in a way, I'm kind of glad that that some of this stuff is being exposed now, where the coaches can coach these guys up.
Well, I mean, that's the bright side. I mean, next week the coaches should be back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be back, bro. Man, I mean, I say, bro, look, I don't care what nobody say, bro. I can't recall no team being without six, assistant coaches at a game. I don't think that have ever happened in the history of the NFL. You
Man,
understand? So people, nah, that's a huge hurdle to overcome for any team because
yeah.
believe it or not, those coaches they see things. There's things that they can relate to the head coach. You understand what I'm saying? That he may not see that is instrumental. I mean, those coaches are not just there just to be standing on the sideline and stuff,
Yeah.
twiddling their thumbs.
Yeah. I mean, Ryan Nelson,
They're not
he's
just there,
helping.
man, just to to take up space.
Yeah.
Anyone to suggest that doesn't have anything to do with anything, then that means you don't know football.
T Mama Smacky Smith said, "Were y'all able to tell which coaches were out?"
All I knew is I saw four offensive coaches available. As far as defensive coaches, I don't know. I couldn't I couldn't even tell you. I saw Zach. I think Zach Strief was available. Pete Carmichael, and I
God,
forgot
is
who else.
the defense is out.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What you say, Uptown? I think his connection bad, but yeah, I know on the defensive side, Ryan Nielsen,
Yeah.
and I believe that's pretty much all I know. But yeah, it was 8 coaches. So, and Jeremiah Whitley said, "What do you think we're going to get? We're going to bounce back in week 3. They need to get it together. If they don't, it's a whole thing about to get screwed on the key plays for real. It's too much as it is."
Well, I really don't want to get into too much of next week because honestly, Patriots, I think Patriots got a bit of a better defense. Now we will have our coaches back, but I'm just saying, bro, the Patriots, I think is going to be just as much as a hard task as this game was. So we'll see though.
All right. And Wallace Smith said, "Saints receivers cannot get open. We need Michael Thomas." It was some plays where I seen that, but the offensive line didn't give Jameis no time, to allow receiver to develop. Uptown, your sound breaking up.
I know I couldn't hear y'all either. I stopped saying something. I stopped talking because I seen it was kind of breaking up on my end. But I
I mean,
did see that. I did see that post that you put up about Michael Thomas. No, we don't. That's not necessarily true. You understand what I'm saying? We don't necessarily need Michael Thomas for Saints wide receivers to get open. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because we got a coach that can scheme. You understand what I'm saying? But ain't none of that's gonna do us any good. That wouldn't having Michael Thomas out there today wouldn't have done us any good today. You understand? For anybody that suggests such. When they had free people coming at Jameis all damn day. So how Michael Thomas gonna help that? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
yeah, we heard you. Yeah, that's true.
Really, I mean, we wasn't able to answer that question. So,
You know, I don't know how Michael Thomas would help that. So and that also was a contributing factor, I think, to Jameis Winston playing poorly today. I mean, they was on him from the get-go. I think he got sacked maybe the third play of the game or something like
yeah,
that. I mean, the third play that we ran, he
Yep.
got sacked.
yeah, man, it was just that. It was just that, man.
And Greg CTC said, "Do you think McCoy being out is why the O line played so poorly? He was responsible for setting protections, wasn't he?"
Absolutely. It was just it really. I mean, yeah, it was McCoy, but I mean, when it's all said and done, it's just a lot going on, man. Like, hey, look, when we talk about Michael Thomas, really, we talk about pass protection too. I mean, the run blocking wasn't all that great either, but as far as pass protection, we didn't even have, of course, Trickwan, he's never available, but receivers that can block. I remember Callaway, he got called for this for turning who that was around. Was it Dante Jackson or was it Horn? He turned one of the DBs around. He got called for holding them. But it's just that in general, like there was just no blocking. There was no rhythm at all within the offense. It just nothing was in sync. But yeah,
It was. And like that's why I say and that coaching and all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? See, it people don't realize how valuable that is, man. Having those extra coaches, man, because the only thing Sean Payton is really focused and concentrating on, he's concentrating really on the whole game. He can't be concentrating on every nook and cranny, getting players motivated and all that kind of stuff. Those coaches are there for those kind of purposes. and they were not there. They were not there. You understand? They like I say, they not just there, man, just to be standing up there, man, dressed in black and gold, man, on the sideline. They supposed to be, they are his eyes, and they help him to see stuff that he can't see.
Right.
You understand? So that, that was people, look, that that was a huge loss for us today. You understand? Not to mention, the key, we had key players missing on our defense.
Oh man,
today.
CDJ, I miss you, dog.
Yeah, I miss you too, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm starting to see, bro, that he's more important to the team than what we give him credit for.
Oh yeah. Oh, cool.
You understand what I'm saying?
Elite player, man. Elite player. Yep. 3 of our elite players were missing.
That's honestly,
not only is he elite, bro, but his whole attitude, all that he bring, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Bro, elite players, Quan, Lattimore, and CDJ. Look, CDJ last week, that was a play, man. CDJ, he actually helped a Devo out. It's that chemistry, man. That chemistry that goes on that field, man. It's just when you don't got those 3 elite players out there, man.
We had Bradley Roby, man, who just played his first game.
Right.
Didn't even have no chance and stuff because he couldn't practice last week because he couldn't practice when he was suspended.
On top of no coaching.
Mm-hmm.
On top of no coaching.
Like, man.
That's true. Well, I just put the link in the comments.
We was up against it this week, CB. You understand? Now, can I get to the other stuff too, the other element of the game?
Oh yeah, them roughs. Let's get to
it. Go ahead.
Bruh, today is probably one of the most poorly officiated games I've ever seen in my whole entire life. You understand? The reason you mentioned momentum earlier, CB, the reason why we cannot get momentum is because every time we made a great play, there was a flag associated with it. Oftentimes, the flag was for some bullshit. 2 of those roughing the passer calls was straight bullshit. Then that call that they gave that eventually led to a touchdown, when they called Payton Turner offside when it was clear and shit that was a legal procedure. You understand what I'm saying? Awful calls today. All damn day. I don't know, bro. Look, bro, I don't know if they, you know what I'm saying, if they specifically they needed or wanted, Carolina to win this game today, but it damn sure looked like that. You understand what I'm saying? And this is something that I really, really do not like doing. I ain't the one to be like, hey, ref. You understand what I'm saying? But today it was awful, bro. Awful. I mean, that was some, those things, bro, was momentum killers.
Mm-hmm.
When it came down to it. You couldn't get no momentum like that. You get the momentum. Once you think you got the momentum, then comes a bullshit flag.
Yeah, I was looking for a flag every goddamn play.
I was looking for a flag every play too, bro. Especially if we did anything good, I was looking for a flag. And oftentimes when we did anything good, we did get a flag. I think they must have had maybe 5 or 6 penalties, and I think we must have had at least double-digit penalties, at least 10 and 11. Because I remember at around midway through the third quarter, they was already saying that we had 9 penalties. So we have some in the double-digit penalties today.
Yeah, that one on I don't know if that was Malcolm Roach. It was some D lineman, but they talking about how he hit low on the QB.
That was on what to do, little young dude.
Yeah, he got pushed in the dome.
Yeah, that one was horrible.
Yeah.
And the one before that one was horrible too. It was the same. It was like the same penalty.
Yeah.
You understand? They called that one on Payton Turner. You understand what I'm saying? Horrible, bro. Horrible. You understand what I'm saying? Horrible officiating today, bro. That's why, man, you know what I'm saying? Look, I can sound so loose all I want, man. That game today, man, I don't really think they really beat us today. They didn't play us at full strength in no kind of way. We had whatever advantages and stuff that we might have had, right, that was taken out by the referees. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, there
They
was
be,
some key third down
man,
plays.
they be the skeleton of our team.
Yeah, there was some third down plays when them penalties got called. You know, I know it was a good 2 or 3.
Yes, yes. And most of those penalties and shit eventually led to points for them. So the refs was horrible today. The refs was in their favor. Everything was in their favor today. You understand? They were supposed to win this game today. They were supposed to win. But they beat us and stuff, man. We didn't have our number one corner in there. We didn't have one of our top linebackers in there. We didn't have our top safety and shit in there. We was missing our number one center. You understand? And to be quite honest with you, right, if y'all looked at the game, right, they scored most of their points in the first half. Our defense really set them out in the second half. They got that bullshit touchdown at the end. Because remember, it was 17-0 at the half. It was 17-0 going deep into the fourth quarter. They still had 17 points going deep into the fourth quarter.
Right.
And that's when they got the interception, and that's when they got points.
And just thinking about it, you know, the part that the Saints get criticized for, honestly, that 7 points came off of a pick in the red zone.
Yeah.
You know, so if it wasn't a pick in the red zone, who knows if we would have put anything on the board. You know, now that's something that the Saints can, you know, attest for on that. That's something that we look at the Saints for. But yeah,
Man,
I
I think that defense played quite well, man, considering the circumstances that they was placed underneath. You understand what I'm saying? They played quite well considering that.
Yeah, the second half for sure.
Yeah, and
You understand?
Payton Turner was really Payton Turner. He had a
He had a pretty
hell of
good game,
a
man.
rookie start, a hell of a first start. It just didn't, you know, everything else around him just didn't pan out, you know, good. But he had, I think, 2 tackles for loss, and that was on McCaffrey. Then he had a sack. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think too, right? I think what he did, man, on that play too, when he tackled McCaffrey that one time, right? He ended up injuring one of their linemen too. He just bulldozed into him on that play, and his ass went down.
Right.
Yes, special teams played pretty good.
With the exception of that one shank punt by the young punter. That was an awful punt.
Yeah.
That one punt, bro. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think they ended up getting the ball at the 35-yard line or something.
Yeah.
That was terrible, man. He can't be losing concentration like that.
Right.
You understand, man? They had enough bad to go around, bro. Everybody got to, didn't put a little shit in the toilet today, bro. You understand? The offense, the defense, and the special teams. And the coaching too. I thought we could have coached better.
It felt just like their Rams game in week 2, man. 2 years back. It felt just like the game minus a quarterback getting hurt.
Right.
Yep. That's how I felt, bro. You understand? And you understand? Yeah, I know they better go on and lap this up. Lap this up. You understand? They 2-0 right now, and they probably feeling real high right now about themselves. But they ain't all that. I don't think they all that, bro. You understand? I guess the next time we see them,
Well, I say I think that defense is going to be, pretty solid if it's no injuries.
Yeah, they got a good defense.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
it can
they
be
I
got some
want
good.
to
good
see
receivers
somebody.
too. But
I want to see somebody test their defense, bro. Until I see a team really test them running the football, that's when I'm gonna be, convinced. I don't think we really tested them today, and I know the Jets didn't really test them either. You understand? Then I'll be convinced because I think they got some soft spots, man, on that defense, and I think you can run that Hassan really. You know,
Right.
if you get the right, if you run one of the right plays and stuff, man, to get your linemen and stuff on their ass, you can get at them. You
Right.
understand? Because I
Greg,
see
we
that, like oftentimes, right, and I want WD to go check this out, right? Oftentimes, bro, like, and I noticed that too in the Green Bay game. There's some timing issues involved with our offensive line.
uptime. If you telling me to go look at it in this game, I ain't watching this shit again.
You understand? Because, like, I be seeing where they could have blocked certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? But either they was there too early or too late. You know what I'm saying? They need to clean that up. And I noticed it more so in the Green Bay game than what I noticed in this game, though. And
right.
that's in the running game. Because because most of the time it seems like they're moving too fast now. They need to get their timing and stuff together, man, and get those blocks and stuff together. Because I be seeing the different angles and stuff, man, that Kamara be wanting to attack the hole from. If they can just, sustain their blocks, you understand, and get out there where they, in time enough where they could sustain their blocks, and it ain't just some brute blocking. You understand? You know what I mean? Are they just blocking because they just getting there to try and knock somebody down or whatever? No, we need them to sustain those blocks, to get on those dudes, man, turn those dudes where Kamara can break some big plays.
Right. And Greg, we answered your question about McCoy. Yeah, we think he had an impact. Yeah, we had answered that. And I see a comment right here. DJ James, when you make a few bad decisions, this is what's gonna start coming right here. From
Man,
certain
that
things.
is so preposterous. What he's saying is ridiculous.
I think they talking about when Hill came in and he got a first down and probably kept him in the game. I will hope that's what they mean.
Mm. Well, I got that. You just gave him an out. So I hope whoever he is mean exactly what you said. Because if he didn't mean exactly what you said, then he sound like a fool. You understand what I'm saying? That is foolish.
Because I hope you wasn't really wanting him to throw a pass today. You
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 understand?
really want to see free runners, boy? Oh Lord, let me stop. I'm gonna just
Another
stop.
thing too, right? If you really want to if you want to keep it real, right? You understand? Like at least Jameis, if he has the opportunity or whatever, he will run with the ball. You understand? Here it is, Taysom Hill. Every time he's played quarterback, quote unquote, he sticks back there thinking that he Drew Brees or some damn body. So no, I don't think that would have been, I don't think that would have been. We probably would have got beat even worse.
Oh, he said no. I'm saying I feel like he would have been able to run and open the offense up a little bit. So you mean giving him more plays? I can agree. I think he should have got a few more snaps. Because the few he got, he was productive. He got some positive.
Hey, put up Wallace comment, bro. About to move on, bro. Put that up for me.
And Wallace Smith said they stole all our damn offensive plays. That's Joe Brady we was going up against. That's why I was kind of. I mean, but if you got
Nah,
a
bro,
good form like
we're not gonna use that as an excuse, and I'm gonna tell you why.
yeah,
If we know what he's gonna do, then we should know how to stop it. So I don't want
Right.
to have that as an excuse. That we're not gonna play those kind of games. Okay. Now let's get back to Wallace Smith, where you say right here. Look at the last comment. Hey Wallace, bro. This is a recap show that we doing right here, bro. We are recapping that game. Of course we're gonna move on, but the game just happened today, and that's what this show is about.
And we gotta talk about it.
And we got to talk
Yeah,
about
we
it.
gotta talk about it.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, if that hurts your feeling, Wallace, then I'm sorry, brother.
Nah, he was giving us love earlier.
But
Nah, he wasn't saying that there's no jab, but nah, he was
wait,
giving us love.
well, you see, you saw how careful I handled that, CB. You know how I could have.
Yeah. Nah, he was showing love earlier.
So that's why I'm just being, respectful, brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But no, you understand that? I don't think having this and let me for the record, right? We will not be addressing anytime when Jameis Winston don't perform or whatever, or something happens in the game, he makes a mistake or whatever, right? We're not going to be addressing this all season about, well, we should have had Taysom Hill in the game. No, we're not playing that all season. We're not going to be addressing that all season. Okay, so if that's what you plan on doing, um, we're not going to even feed into that kind of energy.
Man, I can't stand the fact that this was a rival. How we lost like this. Because I mean, like me, it's like knowing that we didn't have, we wasn't. Of course, we wasn't even anywhere close to 100% with the coaches and the injuries and stuff. It's like, man, now I want to play this team again in a couple more weeks, but we don't even play them until at the end of the season. That's the thing that kills me.
Yeah, and the only thing, and throughout the rest of the season until we get there, they're gonna be jacking their jaw. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, they're gonna be sounding like Stephen A. Smith or some damn body. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the course of the year. You understand? And they're gonna be beating on their chest. But it is what it is, bro. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta take that and maybe attrition to catch up to them eventually. You understand? So things, is bound to even out in some kind of way. Because and despite, I said, like I told you guys, right? I warned you in advance. I know tonight I'm gonna sound a little salty. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't impressed. I can't be impressed by no Sam Darnold if Sam Darnold is going up against, a team that's missing, and we missing key players. I mean, we was missing Latimer out there. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we done ran the gauntlet of the players that we was missing out there. I don't really, bro, to put it in a nutshell, right? We lost, but I don't respect AW today. Yeah, I said it. I don't respect it. It is what it is. You understand? So we'll see them again. Now they beat us again. I respect that W and this W. But until then, bro, you understand what I'm saying? I don't respect this, bro. I don't respect the way how this game went, the refs, all that, bro. I don't respect none of all that stuff, bro. You understand what I'm saying? You should have beat us. If you would have lost, that would have been more of an indictment on you for losing. This ain't such an indictment on us for losing. It would have been more of an indictment on you. Y'all, they were supposed to win. You understand? And you should be the team when the team is, down with those kind of odds. If you don't be the team, then you suck, man. You understand? And they did what they had to do today. And they get props for that, little props for that. You understand what I'm saying? But as far as like respecting stuff and how they, they move, they stick and move and stuff today, and I don't respect that. You understand? Now you can jaw jack whatever. And I know some of you listening to me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't believe you. You need more people.
And RG Scott said, "Do y'all think in some sense there should be some sort of accountability for the coaches due to the fiasco. We don't know. Well, I don't know how they called it. I don't know how everybody else feel. I don't know how they called it. Was they
Shit.
out partying? Being
I was just
reckless?
I was just about to say, boy, they went ham
I
that
don't say,
weekend.
but
Nah, I'm
that would
joking,
be
though. I'm
that would
joking.
be.
I'm joking.
Let me tell you something, bro. That would be unfair, and let me tell you why that would be unfair. You understand? How, first of all, we don't know the origin of when or where they caught it. You understand what I'm saying? We know that when they was in the Saints facilities that they didn't have it. You understand what I'm saying? When they was in a controlled environment, an environment that they can control, but then they got uprooted and stuff and all this for Hurricane Ida. I mean, they could have caught it in the airport or something when they was traveling or whatever. They could have caught it and stuff, from people that they came in contact with, in the hotel rooms and stuff they had, That when stuff is out of your control like that, it's out of your control. So no, they shouldn't be fined or nothing like that or whatever, or being held accountable and stuff, because up until that time, according to what I understand, the Saints had been doing, proper protocol when it came down to COVID.
I mean, look, let's be real. It was Florida. You know what I'm saying? Florida is so bad in Florida. So no, I agree with you, Uptown.
You know what I'm saying? So no, there shouldn't be no accountability for that or nothing like that. So
Florida,
like,
man.
you know, they caught it, you know. It affected the performance of our team, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And I don't, it would be unfair to say that, to hold them accountable for some shit like that. And I will not.
OB Trice said I wanted to play y'all at full strength because I knew that was going to short us because of the Saints losses. So you pretty much saying that y'all had the advantages due to all of the losses that we had going into the game.
Man, no, you don't. You better take the win. No, you don't. you ain't gonna just take your
Yeah, you
W,
better
bro.
say that's part of the game and keep it moving.
Take your W for real. Cause trust me, you did not want to see us in no full strength.
You didn't want us at no full strength, bro.
Take a W, bro.
You just take the dub. You understand? Because y'all done played us plenty of times at full strength, and that didn't work out for you, bro. So, and we ain't trying to dwell on the past. You understand what I'm saying? We just talking about what's facts, man. That's just facts. So
Right. Peyton Turner, he had a good game today, but he gotta, you know, we don't know if he can stay consistent or not. So, and we don't know if he's, injury prone or not. So, hopefully we'll figure those things out as times go. He been injured this whole time up until now, so we gotta see if he can stay healthy, be more consistent. But definitely for his first game, it wasn't bad at all. To add him in there with Davenport when he comes back, but we can't look at stuff like that because we're gonna be missing these guys for the next few weeks. So but
yeah,
yeah, disappointed in Cam. Cam didn't help him out at all. So some things just didn't go our way. Some, like I said, a lot of the losses and stuff, yes, but Cam, I don't think Cam really need a coach to be there, to help coach him up. This man been in the league for a minute, so certain pieces, like a Cam Jordan, it's unacceptable. A Debo, yeah, Bradley Roby, yeah, his first game, like you said, Town, he was suspended last week, so the man wasn't at the facility. He got on board this week, and I think they just threw him out there because we was short at cornerback. Lattimore out, CGJ out. So they really didn't have no choice but to just go off of his skill set that he's possessed in the league, elsewhere, and just take that gamble with it. But but yeah, unacceptable from Cam. I'm not putting no kind of coach losses with him because we we know what to expect from Cam. He done been in this system 10 going on 10 seasons. But
Yeah, but I say this much, right? Like at the end of the season, we need to really um, think about, and see make a decision on whether we want to bring him back.
Ian
I'm
Pierce
starting, I'm
said,
starting, I'm starting to see. I am starting to see some decline in this game.
You know, he's replying to somebody. Somebody else said that I'm tired of seeing Cam. Man, we need to let him go. No,
oh,
indeed, no, indeed. He was replying to somebody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But but I don't. But that's a decision that we have to make in next off season. That's an off season decision on conversation that we need to have.
Yeah, for real. Because I mean,
Because
we already got two. We got two defensive ends out right now. You get rid of Cam, who you got? Payton Turner only. Is it? Come on, man.
yeah, I'm just talking. I ain't talking about not right now.
No, I'm referring to them.
Oh, okay. But I'm like, the reason why I say that, man, is that you can't fall into that pattern and you make a mistake, bro. Because I think we made a mistake too with Drew Brees. You should always get rid of a player too early rather than too late. You understand what I'm saying? And and I just hope that we don't fall into that pattern. Once you start seeing slippage, man, somebody need to identify that, man, and especially with all the investment and stuff that we done made, on the defensive line. You know what I'm saying? Since we drafted Cam Jordan. But who knows, man? Cam may have a phenomenal season. He may get 16 or more sacks this season. The season not over with. And I'm not suggesting that, but for me to sit down here and say that I don't see, some slippage in this game would be disingenuous. You know, and that's just keeping it real. But that's a conversation that I'm not going to really, entertain that throughout the course of the season either. That's something that we should, table that discussion until the off season.
Right. Can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You just kind of sound different, but we can hear you.
Sounds just a little bit different, but we can hear you.
Yeah, my laptop died, so I had to switch to my phone. But yeah, we had some we had Jerry on the line. Not sure if he's still on the line.
Yeah, you still on it.
We can go on and bring Jerry. Jerry, what's good, fam?
All is well, guys. How y'all doing?
Uh,
Well, man, we all in the same mood right now.
Look, CB, WD, Uptown, everybody in the chat, everything y'all said, like for the past 20 to 30 minutes, speaks truth. Because in today's game, it was a shitty day. I'm just gonna be realistic to you. It was a shitty day today. Offense wasn't clicking. I mean, the defense, they did some things, but the offense was just flat out trash today. And I understand that six coaches were out due to COVID. I understand that. I hope they get well so when they can return, we can pick up right where we left off when we in that from that Green Bay game. But my God, I mean, I got to give credit where it's due, y'all. Carolina, they played our game. We played like shit today.
mhm.
I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. We played flat out garbage today. And the only thing we scored was 7 points, and Carolina just got the best of us. I got to give it to them. I hate to say it as a Saints fan, but I have to say it. These guys came out to play. We didn't show up. We just got outplayed. I'll be honest with you.
I hear you, Junior. And we like to hear what
Yeah,
everybody else doing.
yeah. I just had to give credit where it's due, man. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying. I'm not mad about it. I mean, it is what it is, man. You're gonna have some good games one week, and you're gonna have some bad games the upcoming week. So, I mean, we get, like you said, we just can't let it sting on us forever. We just take the L and learn from the mistakes, and just get prepared for the next game.
Man,
That's
screw
about
kid.
it.
No, I'm joking. Go ahead. I'm joking.
No. but now on the real, man. I mean, we just, just be thankful it wasn't our final game of the season, and we only got what, about 15 games to go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I tell you what. You see 15. Yeah, I still hate the fact that they made an extra game, man. Instead,
Me too.
with
yep.
the injuries and stuff.
But no, man. But like I said, shout out to the Panthers. I mean, I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk low on them. And like I said, they played our game. We just played like shit today. To be
Yeah, we
honest
got
with you,
wrecked in the trenches, bro.
we
Both
got. I
sides,
mean,
man.
we got ambushed up and down the field, bro. I understand. So
Yep.
Saints fans that's in the chat, don't let. I mean, just take a L like everybody else and just get ready for next week, because my prayer is this, CB and WD and Uptown and everybody. I pray we don't play like that next Sunday when we go up to Foxborough to face the Patriots.
Oh, well,
Hopefully,
I
we'll
think.
rebound after this game. Hopefully,
Tell you what. Oh
that's
yeah,
my prayer.
they better, cause Bill, look, man, Bill don't care about nobody's feelings.
Yeah, Sean, he hadn't went back to back weeks performing like this. It ain't.
I mean, that's the thing right there, CB. We were coming out hot last week when we faced Green Bay, and we just flat out sucked today. And I have to agree with Uptown what he was saying about the offensive line. They just sucked ass today.
Yeah, they did. You would think this score. I mean, I'm not saying Green Bay really like that, but it's one thing if the Green Bay score would have been like this and we would have lost.
I'll
But
tell you
I
one
wasn't
thing, bro.
expecting.
Like, look, this right. The mark of any good football team is how they respond after a loss. We're gonna
Right.
find out. Next week. We're gonna find out the true character of this team. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna find out the true character of this team. I know they got to be sitting down right now feeling embarrassed. I know they got to be feeling embarrassed because it's a huge. And you know something, brother? Like this may even be some kind of blessing in disguise.
Oh yeah, we usually get those too yearly.
You know what I'm saying? Because like here it is, we coming off from Green Bay, feeling good about ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? Then they come in and they humble us. You understand? We get humbled by the punk ass Panthers and then realize, hey, look, we need to look further into the details. You understand? And be more astute about what we're doing around here. You see? I hope that's the way they respond because I fully, and I'm not just being no homer, I fully expect that offensive line to respond. There's
Yep.
there's too much veteran leadership on that offensive line, and there's too many guys on that offensive line that care. You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? I fully expect them to respond.
I
And
agree with you, Uptown.
to some extent, I expect our defensive line to respond. You understand? Because that's also a veteran group that we got there. And those guys actually care. They give a damn. In fact, everybody on our team give a damn. So I expect them to respond, man. Maybe we needed this little humble pie.
Yep,
Agreed.
I agree with you.
Yep. It just sucks that it's a divisional game though, because you never know, how things will play out, and these type of games, counts at the end, especially if it's a tight battle. That's the only thing that sucks about this game.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that because I hope I don't see nobody in the comment section saying some crazy shit such as, "Oh, we lost this game on purpose."
No, it ain't
Right.
no way they gonna lose this
nah, we don't do those. We don't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Man.
I know. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying.
I doubt really that any team, quote unquote, lose on purpose.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm just saying. I've seen people say some stupid shit like that before.
They need to reserve that dumb shit, man. Say that shit, keep that off the air. You don't want nobody to know you that dumb. You understand? You should keep that
And
to
and
yourself.
and also, Uptown. I'm glad you and CB and WD said this. And for those that's in the chat, y'all stop all this negativity and stuff, talking about should have played healed and trying to get rid of Cam Jordan. I said, no, bump all that, bruh. This is not the time right now. We're gonna use what we got and deal with it. Y'all talking all this crazy shit about talking about, oh, you should have started Taysom Hill instead of Jamie Winston. Y'all need to get rid of Cam Jordan because he ain't. Look, stop all that. Knock it off. Stop. We're gonna use the players that we got, and we're gonna improvise, and we're gonna be all right. This is my message to y'all, Who Dat Nation. We're gonna be all right. We got 15 games to go. Let's just make the best of it. We're gonna be all right. Don't worry about this loss today. Just focus on next week and get ready. That's
Man,
our
I
main
do.
focus right
I
now.
sincerely,
It's
I,
just get ready for next week. That's it.
I sincerely think that we have the makings, man. You know what I'm saying? Providing these dudes stay healthy, that we have the good makings, man, of a very, very good secondary. You understand what I'm saying? Providing these dudes stay healthy. I think, Paulson,
That's
he
it.
struggled, he struggled a little bit today, but I still believe in him. You know what I'm saying? I still believe in him. He hasn't done nothing that would make me say, wow, man, just sit him on the bench or whatever, right? So far, nothing has gone over his head. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, he got beaten on little routes, little turn on routes or whatever, slant here. You understand, a curl or whatever. But he haven't got beat deep. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
And he
So
was already he was right there on the ball. He was right there with it. He just lost the. He just lost
and
the
I
ball.
believe in that so much, bro, because look, we just got Bradley. Bradley haven't really practiced with us yet, bro. Oh, I think we want to, man. I think that we can slide that dude Trufant in, and he can probably cover the slot. You understand what I'm saying? And if he can't cover the slot, we still got CGJ. He can cover the slot. I think we have the makings,
Yep.
man. Something really, really nice, man. In our secondary, something that we haven't seen, around here in a minute. If they can get their chemistry together, man, and just get their stuff together, man. Get all their communications and all the little nuances and stuff we need to have back there, man. We can have something special. That's why I'm like, we just gonna have to have just a little bit of patience, man. We may have some rocky roads in the beginning.
Yep.
You understand? But because it also may benefit us too that there's an extra game in the schedule, because that may benefit us. Give us enough time, man. What we can do, we have to do, man. Get our stuff together. You know what I'm saying, in the process. And I still believe in our front seven.
Yeah.
You understand? I still believe in our front seven. And I still believe in our offensive line. I think our offensive line just had a bad day today, bro. You understand?
They did. They
And I
did.
think that Caesar would get it back together too, because despite him not really starting that center, I heard he do play, quite a lot. He had played quite a lot of the center and stuff, for the scout team. I mean, last season, and him and James worked out, with it. So far, I haven't seen anything, that happened, between the exchange between him and James. You understand? Now, if he can get in the core ear and maybe, learn something about some protections or something, spend a little extra time in the film room, maybe he can, fill in, man, a little bit because McCoy is not missed for the season, but he's not going for the season. Just hold it down, man, until we get Eric back. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think we have no need to panic either, by what we saw today. Because I still think that we still have the makings of a very good football team.
Right.
And we have great coaching, bro, which who knows, one quarter of it was missing today. You understand what I'm saying? About a quarter of our coaching was missing today. So we got great coaching too. So y'all just be calm, man. Despite what y'all seen today, just be calm, be a little patient. You understand? Because we in the post Drew Brees era. We didn't expect everything to be, all gravy and stuff like that. But just give it a little time. Now, if we still looking this way in the middle of the season or something like that, then I think that may draw some really, really huge concerns on my part.
Right.
Right. Well, Jerry, you
And
got anything else, fam?
So what you got?
I got something else I wanted to say. No, just CB. I'm sure you had yourself a good time despite the loss at the game. I'm sure you did, like everybody else. But hey,
I'm gonna be
sometimes,
honest, right quick.
sometimes.
I'm gonna
And I'm gonna say this because I know
be
somebody else
honest,
getting
right
ready. Come
quick.
on, I just want to say this real quick, and I'm finna get out of here. Sometimes as a Saints fan or any other football fan you represent, sometimes you just gotta laugh it out despite getting your ass kicked, or if you win big. Sometimes you just gotta laugh it out and just don't worry about it and just move on to the next game. Move on to the next one. Because like Uptown just said, we can't just dwell on this loss. I mean, we'll take it. I mean, we'll take it. I mean, but don't let it bug you all week. Like, like it's nothing. I mean, sometimes you just gotta laugh it out and say, you know what, we had a bad game today. I understand. I mean, shout out to the Panthers and whoever else we play, but you just move on forward. Get ready for next week. So sometimes you just gotta laugh it out, man. I heard a preacher one time say, laughter is just like medicine. When you laugh it out, it make you feel better.
I think, man, good looking out, bro. We glad that you came through, man, despite what's going on tonight, Junior.
Yeah, man. I just want to give a little therapy to y'all and the entire Who That Nation, man. Like I said before, we win together, we lose together, we fight together, we cry together and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, we're all family.
Like, no doubt about it, man. All right, man. You have a good night, bro. Do that.
All right, you too, man. And once again, I love y'all. And ain't nothing y'all can do about it. So y'all stay up.
All right, fam.
All right, fam. What you was
Who that
about to
for
say,
life?
CB? What you was about to say, CB? I want to hear what you was about to say.
Oh, no, I was gonna say, man.
I know you was about to say something interesting.
No, I was gonna say, man, I got to the game like 15 minutes before kickoff and got in the stadium until my seat. The national anthem was playing right there. Usually, when I go to games, I'm there at least an hour in advance. So I was rushing to the game. So I was already walking in pissed off. So I just knew it just followed with this shit. So yeah, shit didn't go right today.
Yeah, so I see what you're saying. So stuff was off from the get go. I feel you.
In Uptown, let me say this, CB. CB, despite that you went, like I say, when you went to the game, at least you had yourself a good time. Even though we got our asses kicked, you still had yourself a good time and showed your true colors out there, bro. Still representing the Saints Nation. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about it, man. When you go to a game and somebody else talk shit about, oh, we're gonna beat y'all team today. I say, you know what? I say it's all about having fun, man. That's the thing. Because I'm sure every football fan that go to watch their team play, I'm sure they witness the same fate you do, bruh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about having a good time. So just enjoy it while you can.
Facts.
All right, fam.
All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed, and we'll talk later this week.
All right, fam.
All right, fam.
All right.
Who that?
Who that for life?
Yeah.
Now we
Hey,
got
how y'all doing?
What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Man, ain't a good day today. I just want to start off by saying this was one of the worst games I've ever seen Coach Payton call. I mean, on down from the, like 3rd and 5, and he running the football. I mean, I get we was on their side, but it's 3rd and 5, and you down 17. What you running the football for? It's 4th and 1, and you down 17, and you still punting the football. It's 4th and 1. I mean, you could have put Taysom in at fullback, and I mean, it's just a lot of stuff went wrong with this team that normally to go right. The running game wasn't there. I mean, I don't want to put all the blame on the offensive line because I've seen a couple of times where Winston just stood back there, looked down the field, and they was blocking, and Winston just went down. He just took the sack.
yeah.
Now I've seen a couple of plays like that, so it ain't all on the offensive line. I mean, Winston got to get some plays. Winston got to get some blame for that too. And like them 2 interceptions he threw, that was all his fault. I seen on one of them interceptions, he had like the middle of the field wide open, and he like heaved it up there, and it got picked. I think on both of them plays he could have like ran, and he just heaved it up and it got picked. Kamara, we couldn't do nothing with Kamara. We couldn't do nothing with. I mean, Tony Jones Jr. was at least getting some, but Kamara, they was stopping that man back to back to back. The tight ends, all of them is ass except Jawan Johnson. Every tight end we got is ass. Adam Troutman.
Ain't been doing nothing, honestly.
I mean, Jawan Johnson be the only one up in there to come in and make plays. I mean, they gotta go. I don't mean you can root for Troutman, but nah, this dude look bad. Can't catch nothing. Can't get off of, and then the receivers they ain't helping Winston out either. Like you got Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris, Lil Jordan Humphrey. The only one that looked like they was doing something with Lil Jordan Humphrey. The other ones look lost. All of them look lost. I mean, in the Panthers, the defensive back was not playing that good coverage. But Winston had some of them passes I seen open, and instead of throwing it to there, he looking deep down the field trying to have a big play, and he got sacked. Instead of throwing a lick curl route or a flat route, he just sitting there getting sacked. The defense, they helped us out a couple of times, at least 3 or 4 times where we could go down and, like tie the game up or do something. We get the ball back on offense, run. Stop that. I mean, it looked like on all the first downs, we ran the football, and they stopped it, and we throwed it, and they stopped that too. I mean, he wasn't mixing nothing up, and nobody was helping. I'm rambling, but I mean, this team got a lot of work to do. If they keep playing like this, I don't see us winning no games this season. I'm going to just be real. The defense, they played good, I think. I mean, I don't think we should be putting blame on them boys. Them boys played their heart out up until the last minutes. They really did. There was the block field goal, and, all that they sacked them. They did the best that they could with what they was going up against. I mean, it's not like Carolina got some bad players, but, I mean, they did the best they could. They're like, what's your thoughts on the game and stuff like that?
We everything that you said, we really spoke about that stuff earlier. But I have to say this though, Cedric, bro. Let's be real, man. And look, just think about this for a moment before you say something, okay? Right?
All right.
we had a lot of variables, man, surrounding this game today. You understand? Missed coaches, key players being injured on both sides of the ball. You understand? The displacement that we had because of Hurricane Ida.
It's real.
You understand?
But just like Coach Payton said, that shouldn't stop us from going out there playing football. That shouldn't stop us going out there getting beat like that.
Man, people say that, bro. But look, let me tell you this, right? Say you on your regular job, right? And you got a whole lot of turmoil going on at your house. And I don't care what you're a human being, man. You
Yeah, that's true.
You gonna, man, just a part of you, man, gonna have you thinking about what's going on at your house.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care, man, how much of a professional you trying to be, man.
Yeah, I agree. And it's just like I was expecting more, because last week they played like they was working for something. They played like they wanted to shock the NFL, which we did. They played like they wanted something. But today, Mario Davis was whiffing on tackles. Zach Bond couldn't cover shit. I mean, they were just act like they ain't had no heart at times. Until like at the end, the defense picked it up in the second half. But other than that, it's like they gave up.
Another thing too. They probably we only they know this. We don't know this.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? Maybe
I get it.
Maybe perhaps they came in there, overconfident about the situation.
Yeah.
Now that's something. If that was the case, right? I think that's something that can be corrected. And if getting your ass whipped today, like you got your ass whipped today, don't correct that, then I think nothing else would.
Eat some of that humble pie. You gotta be humble. I mean,
that's what I said earlier. I think that today was a nice big bowl of damn humble pie for us today.
Yeah.
I mean, a big ass bowl of humble pie for us today.
Yeah. But CB, you was there at the game. What you think about the wide receivers that was playing?
It was a few plays where they weren't getting no separation. I mean, I agree with that. It was some play. I mean, like we said earlier, the offensive line, wasn't giving Jameis no time for the majority of the game. But it was a few plays where Winston had a little time and the receivers couldn't get off. Yeah, I seen that. But a ratio, it was about 85 to 15, on that. So I mean, like Uptown said, can't really overreact and put the blame on the receivers because Jameis, for the most part, he was getting bull rushed the whole game. Play action play. As soon as he do a play action fake, shit, he got 2-3 Carolina Panthers back there on.
Yeah, that's true. And Adam Troutman couldn't block nobody today. I don't know what was wrong with that dude.
I'm starting to make, something, Cedric? I'm starting to come to the conclusion too, bro, that Wody ain't that man. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the second week, man, where he has played inadequate to me.
He looks slow. He can't get off no separate. He can't get separation. Then when you throw him the ball, he dropping the passes. Can't get open. I mean, Jared Cook played better than that dude played.
Did y'all know in our first game that Adam Troutman was the most targeted receiver?
Yeah. And had the most drops too.
And he had the most drops too. I think.
Yeah, but
targeted him. I think he may have been targeted maybe 8 times, and I think he made like maybe 2 or 3 catches or something like that.
Yeah, but I don't want to hold up y'all, and I just want to say we got to keep our faith in this team because we got a really good team when they healthy. Michael Thomas get back. I still think Traquan Smith can contribute. He got a good quarterback that can, throw him the ball. Because let's be real, when Traquan was in the game, Drew Brees was not looking his way. I mean, so maybe when Traquan come back and Michael Thomas come back and, Jawan Johnson switch tight end one because that needs to happen because he made a play today. So I think he should be our tight end. There's no doubt about that.
And we need to get Kenny Stills on the active squad. I mean, on the active roster, man. I don't know.
Because that man could catch. He can make contested catches and he could go deep. So we need to do something. Because these wide receivers, Marquez Callaway, look good in the preseason, but dude only had 2 catches for 8 yards, 1 catch for 14 last week. And he looked I mean, and he wasn't getting double today, so they can't say that. I
Nope.
mean, dude just looked bad.
Well, he's being covered by the number one actual, good
Yeah, and
cornerback.
then what about the referees? Like, what do they have against this team? Like that roughing the passer call that was not no damn roughing the passer, and they still called it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude had the ball in his hand, and he was throwing the ball, and dude hit him. He still had the ball in his hand when the dude hit him, but that's roughing the passer.
Yeah.
I mean, these refs, I get sick and tired of them doing this to our team. Like every time we had an opportunity to get Carolina off the field, the referees sitting up there throwing these bullshit ass penalties that I watched the full game and I ain't seen none of them damn penalties that he was throwing except maybe one or two. Like, what do these referees have against this team? But that's all I want to say. I don't want to hold y'all up. I hope y'all have a good rest of the day.
All right, you too.
All right,
You
fam.
too.
See, bro, my whole tirade about the referees, bro, and that didn't go unnoticed.
No, it didn't.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why I don't really respect they dub today. You understand? I don't.
Right. Y'all got any final thoughts before we wrap this up?
Man, get ready for next week, man. I mean, shit, we gotta suck it up, man. Uh, suck it up. Get ready for the next one. That's all I gotta say, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out for the people that joined in with us today. Like I always say, y'all, the comment section, everybody that joins in, y'all make this a lot better, you know, and y'all make this fun, and we just gonna keep rolling. Make sure y'all like, subscribe if you haven't already, and that's all I got.
And comment. You look, something true like this is my last thoughts, right? I want people to know, right, that Saints Uptown, the Minister of Defense of the Who That Nation, is not a sore loser. But I'm gonna call stuff the way that I see it. And I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. You understand? I don't think, man, the way that I attribute, despite how poorly we played, I don't think that we was given a fair opportunity to compete in this game today. And I think that was taken away from us unfairly by the referees. I feel like that about this game. You understand? Like there's other games I felt like that about, but I always felt uncomfortable saying that. But I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable about saying that again because you do something once, that's a mistake. You do something two or three or more times and stuff, right? That becomes a pattern. And stuff's starting to look like it's a damn pattern to me now. You understand? And that's all I have to say. Let's get ready, man, for New England. You understand? We got to put this one here in the trash can. You understand? Throw it away. You understand? We're about these people when we play them again later on this year. But right now, our focus now, as of right now, after we get off from here, is to turn our focus to the New England Patriots.
Right.
Yeah, you right about that. Any Uptown,
Yeah.
I salute you, man. Because I'm a sore loser. I hope y'all bitches lose 40 to fucking 3 next Thursday.
Yeah, me too, bro. Well, they know how I feel about them. That everybody who knows Saints Uptown know how I feel about a punk ass Panther. That goes without saying.
Yep. Appreciate everybody that tuned in the chat, the ones that called in, Cedric, the OG Jerry Poor, and for all the listeners, man, shout out to y'all. We couldn't get the win, today, but we can't win them all. But it, some factors that didn't have to go that way, and it was just some that was unfortunate, But we just got to move on and go to the next game. That's all we can do. Is learn the mistakes that happen, learn from them and move on. And hopefully we can get Lattimore back and CGJ, because that was two huge losses and it definitely played its part in this game. And hopefully we get our coaches back too. So just got to keep it moving, man. And that's really all I got for us to schedule for next week. Just stay tuned in the community tab. We'll have a date set. I believe by tomorrow, we have a date set for the preview show. And as far as the Madden, it will probably be Wednesday or Thursday night. The Madden showdown. So just be on the lookout for that in the community tab. And on Twitter, we'll give you guys, a promo of that as well. Same with Facebook. So if y'all don't have anything else to say, this is the WDN Chatline Podcast. We are out. Who that?
Who that, baby?
For life.